Torah Chaf Aleph 21, page 58. Reb Charles Sakkal. Sarah.
Hold on.
Let's get rid of this Sarah. Oh, missed your holy ponim.
All right, wait. Chaf Aleph we did regarding the connection between Shana and it being 1/60th of death and Misa coming in because of the Isha and making all those connections in the Samech. We spoke about that. So that was Chaf Aleph. You want to do Chaf Bet now?
I want to do Chaf Bet, yeah.
All right.
Actually, no, it talks about Harur. Forget it. I don't want that one. מקשים העולם, וכי משוא פנים יש בדבר, שאם לא היה ראוי, למה מצחן? Right, which one is it? If he didn't have מסחן, then why? Oh, wow, nice, thanks. If it says וכי משוא פנים יש בדבר, right, שאם לא היה ראוי, if he wasn't ראוי, why did he find compassion in his eye? Meaning, if you, there's a reason why you find compassion in someone's eye. So if you're saying that no one, I regret making them, that means there was nothing good in them. So if there's nothing good in them, then why are you saying Noah is different?
Mm-hmm.
You just said you regret it, so there's nothing to catch your eye with. So why are you saying he caught your eye? Okay? Omnam ita b'Bereshit Rabbah, it says in Bereshit Rabbah in the Midrash on the pasuk, בשגם hu basar. All right, I'm gonna look that one. Look it up. Open up a Chumash.
Yeah, בשגם ובשר, that's where the first gematria Moshe, בשגם. So Gemara says the first time we see Moshe in the Torah. Oh yeah, it's going to say.
Look at pasuk perek chava pasuk vav.
Yeah, we're looking right at the end of Bereshit. Yeah, בשגם. Okay, I got it. Gimel. And Hashem said, my spirit shall not contend evermore concerning man, since he is but flesh, but his day should be 120 years. That's a very emotional baby.
Oh, Beshagam Ubasar means what?
Concerning man, since he is but flesh. Yeah. It's interesting.
What's right in that?
Talking about Moshe Rabbeinu as flesh.
אמר רבי חנינא בר פפא, אפילו נוח שנשתייד מהם לא היה כדאי, אלא שספק הקדוש ברוך הוא שמשה עתיד לעמוד ממנו. So Noah himself had nothing going, but he's saying that no, it's not true. But Hashem saw that Moshe Rabbeinu was going to be born from him, so therefore that's what he cared for. Right? Shagam, the word Shagam spells out Moshe.
Yeah, it's Gematria Moshe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Gematria.
Well, Moshe came from Noah?
Moshe, this is the first hint to Moshe in the Torah.
Right?
But he came from Noah?
It says in the Gemara in Chagiga, there's different places where we see the first time in the Torah, Rav Tzadok talks about, the first time you hear of someone in the Torah, so this is the first time we connect to Moshe Rabbeinu's light in the Torah.
What perek?
It's in Chagiga. Gemara Chagiga.
Okay.
I don't know which.
So three, but this is 345, right? The word bit, the letter bit. Very nice. Yeah. So but even this, so this explains why Hashem found Matzahen be Noah, not because of Noah, because of who's coming out of Noah. But the Gamzis said, if you Lama Davka Zechut Moshe, it's why Davka Moshe saved Noah. And not, what do you mean? There's a million other Sadiqim. I'm sure there was somebody that had less.
Right.
Rabbi Akiva is not worth keeping the world alive. Of course, every daughter is saved by the Sadiqim. שנוח חטא בשביל שלא יתפלל על בני דורו. That Noah made a sin because he didn't pray for his בני דורו. משום מה כי המבול נקרא בשם, that's why it's called מי נוח. It's called the Noah's name. Because he should have said something and he didn't. אותי ונשיה כי מי נוח זאת לי. Right? ורבי יהודה פליג, רבי יהודה comes and argues and he says, ואמר, אף אגב דזכאה, but even though Noah was זוכה to live, right? Lav iu kedai dikcha b'richu yagen alama begine. He's saying that even though Noah was kedai, it wasn't enough for Hashem to save the world. Right? Lav iu kedai. Why? Because go look at Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe lo tala mila bizchute ela bizchut avahan kadma'eh. Now Moshe Rabbeinu didn't take he didn't have. He didn't. I think when he said something, he didn't apply any zichut to himself. He applied it to his fathers. I think.
Avram, Yaakov, Amram.
Right, but Noach lo avale be'man yitle zichuteh k'Moshe. But I think Noach didn't have any zichut avot.
Well, he had Adam and Rishon, but that wasn't such a tzaddik, you know.
I don't think you can compare.
Mitushelach as well, but he went off.
Read Mem Zayin downstairs, Eli. Read Mem Zayin downstairs.
Mem Zayin. Afal pi shanoach hayasadik lo yeroy shekodesh Baruch yagenu olam b'shvilo. The Kodesh Baruch Hu, he saw he wasn't fit to protect the world because of Noach. The Boruch came and he saw Moshe lo tala es adav b'zechuso. Yeah, and remember I'm Ashkenazi, so don't say that. The Moshe, it didn't depend on a thing on his merit. Ela b'schut avos harishonim. Avo Noach lo hela b'meishet tala b'schut k'mo Moshe. He didn't have schus avos. He didn't have Yitzchak Yaakov.
He didn't have zechut avot. Moshe did.
Yeah, you can't consider the other. The Zedas of Noach, schus avos. They're not on that level.
So look, so you see that Moshe Rabbeinu, when he prayed, he didn't pray in his own zechut. He said b'schut aherim.
Yeah.
Right? So it says ela b'schut aherim me'ata en lanu le'anish le'noach v'pnei shelo yitpadel sharei lo haya lo b'meh litot. Right? It's not his fault. He has Noach himself had nobody to bank on.
To bend on, depend on.
He didn't have zechut avot. He didn't have zechut avot. Abraham had. He had a wholesome upbringing, if you will. Right?
He wasn't Syrian.
He didn't have anybody, right? Therefore, because he came out, he lived in the ghetto, and he still came out good.
Yeah,
that's the matzahen that Noah found, that Hashem found in Noah. Right in the beginning, you might say you're right. He didn't have a place to say that he should be saved, right? Like it says in Ta'anit. בזמן שהסיבוש שרוי בצער, אל יאמר אדם שלום עליך נפשי, ואם עושה כן אינו רואה בנחמת ציבור. Right, in the time of Saad,
right now,
right, you shouldn't say that I'm going to...
Yeah, the Sibo Shavoy Basar.
New York.
Even in New York, they're feeling it.
Right, don't go there. Don't go there. However, כשאנו רואים שלא היה יכול לתלות בזכות האחרים, when you see that we're not able to be, you can't rely on other zechuyot. אדרבה, זה מורה על מידת ענוותנותו. Right, it shows his midah of anava, משומח עם הסחן. Because כשאנו רואים שלא היה יכול, when you see that he didn't have, when he didn't have zechut avot to rely on, to take from, it teaches his own anava that he had. Meshumachi, he was. Why does it show that he has? Because why? Because he still remained whole. He still remained clean. Because he didn't. Why does that show his anava?
Not sure.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's difficult.
We don't know why it shows Anava.
Was he involved?
What's the midah of Anava?
Paying attention.
No, but the time of the Zman Sibo Shiroi Basar, was he? What does it mean? Al Yama Adam Shalom Aleich Nafsho. I'm fine. So he doesn't get to see the Nechama. He wasn't really involved with the Sar. Noach, whereas Moshe was.
אמנם כשאנו רואים שלא היה יכול לתלות בזכות האחרים עד אלא זה מורה עמידת ענוותנותו ומשומח עם מצחן. וממה שעשה משה שלא תלה בזכותו היה טעם של מציאת חן של נוח. This is showing that Noach had zechut, and Moshe that didn't go on his own zechut היה טעם at a reason של מציאת חן של נוח.
Because Moshe, because Noach had motzach, so he knew he had schusim. So he was dependent on them, toli on them. Whereas Moshe didn't think in that way. He was toli on schus acherim. He didn't have that motzach like Noach, where he was born in the door of the mabul, but he was able to toli his schus. He didn't think in that way. He had the true
right. So it's the guy that grew up in the ghetto and did well, and you know.
Yeah, and he believed in himself.
Right?
Whereas Moshe doesn't make a difference where he grew up and what he went through. He put his chusim on always someone else because he was true anivus.
Right. So that works well according to Rabbi Hayya Bar Papa, who says what that Hashem showed. What's the hand about Moshe Rabbeinu?
That he put schut on other people and was on Avah.
I didn't go on his own. I think that's what it is. That the fact, Moshe is better than Noah because he didn't go on his own zechuyot.
Yeah.
He went on his father's zechuyot. He didn't rely on his own zechuyot.
That's a very important Torah because, we can all think, we've all made this Maseret Nefesh to live in Eretz Yisrael, excuse me, and, we're going through such a difficult time, so that schusim were developing, v'chulu, but rather we should never think that way. We should always think about schus avos, and Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and not get caught up with us own schusim.
Okay, so it goes good for Rabbi Hana ben Papa, right? That says in the name of Rabbi Yehuda, but Rabbi Abba, it's kasher. She'im lo haya ra'ui lama matzahen, which I think it doesn't show it. It doesn't show it here or no? I don't think it. Yeah, the Rabbi Abba in the beginning, it says it's worthy that he doesn't get because why do if he didn't have anything to be motzei hand, then why do you have motzei hand? That was his question. Why? Because we said
because he went ahead and was in that generation.
No, but the question of Rabbi Abba still stands, right? Why? What's the lama matzahen? Why do you find him in his eyes?
I thought you said because he found he was a righteous guy in that generation of Hamas. You said he was a righteous. He was a righteous guy. He was like he was in that generation. Didn't you just say that?
Yeah.
So that's why he found righteousness in Hashem's eyes. Okay, go forward. I thought that's what
I don't know. So that works well with Rabbi Papa.
Yeah.
Why? Because why does it? We brought in the Zohar. It says that Noah made the sin. Why? Because he didn't pray for his daughter. That's why it's called in his name Noah. Right? And Rabbi Yehuda argues and says even though Noah had zechut, it wasn't enough zechut to save the world. And how do you know? You look at Moshe Rabbeinu that didn't say a word about his own zechut, but all talked about the zechut of his fathers. Noah, right, didn't have. Right, but Noah didn't have zechut of his own. Boruch, go look. Moshe lo tala et davar b'zchuto, ela b'zchut avot lishorim. But Noach lo haya lo mi sheitle b'zchuto she Moshe. So even though Noah was a tzaddik, it wasn't that way for Hashem to save the world. And compare Moshe to Moshe, didn't go to any of his zechuyot.
Right.
Only his father. Only his fathers. So now that you see the Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't pray in his zechut, only in the zechut of others. Right. Umeata. So now we can't punish Noah because he didn't pray, because he doesn't have anyone to pray from.
He doesn't have the zechut.
That's what it is. He has because he knows that he got to go through the zechut. I don't have zechut, so I'm not going to. So it shows his anava. So that's the hand that he found. That's
very nice. Very nice.
Now the words of Papa. But according to Rabbi Abba, you have a problem. Why? Why do you have a problem? Because the question, the Midrash explains that he wasn't Ra'ui. Therefore, if he's not Ra'ui, why are you giving him zechut? If he was Ra'ui, he would have had zechut already.
Yeah.
If he was Ra'ui, he would have had zechut already. Right, and he would have fed matzahen. He would have saw matzahen. So the question of Rabbi Abba, that's the question of Rabbi Abba, who says that he doesn't answer his question. Why does the Midrash say he wasn't Ra'ui? He's saying he had anava because that's why he didn't pray. So then that means that he is Ra'ui because he had anava. But now you're saying that why is he Ra'ui? He wasn't Ra'ui. You understand? Be honest. Again, you have two opinions. One, you have Rabbi Abba bar Kahana ask a question. He says Noah did not deserve to survive.
Yeah.
Okay, and he says, why would he survive?
Why did he survive?
If there's no reason to be have head. We made a distinction. We brought another midrash that says that Rabbi Hana bar Papa, a different rabbi, comes and says the only reason why he survived was because he saw that Moshe was going to be born from him. right? So the question was, why Moshe Rabbeinu Davka, not the other Tzaddikim?
Yeah.
Right? And we explain in the Zohar the reason why it's called Mein Noah, but we answer why is it called Mein Noah? Because he didn't pray for anybody.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have Zechut Avot like Moshe had, and therefore he was better. Not better. He's the same because he didn't have any Zechut of the father to pray for, and that makes sense. But the original question we asked, what does it do? How are you going to find? Why does it say that he was not Ra'ui? Because from here you're showing it is Ra'ui. Rabbi Hanab does not say he was not Ra'ui. He says what he says, but it does not say that he was not Ra'ui. But the first rabbi does says not Ra'ui, so the question doesn't answer. The second doesn't answer that part of the question. The second question is, right, who's the one that allows you to say such bad things about the Sadiq? Even the Pasuk says that he gave him a hand, then who are you to say that really he didn't deserve it? The Pasuk says
he got things, that's right.
Who are you to say something?
Right.
Great. ויש לומר, דמילו, כאמר הכתוב אח נוח, וכאמר ונוח, right? That if it didn't, the Pasuk didn't say ach Noach without the vav, וכאמר ואו, and if it would have said with the vav, שמע מן השאף הוא שייך. Look at the Pasuk. The Pasuk says, כי ניחמתי כי עשיתם, ונוח מצאכם בעיני השם, right? If it didn't have the vav, it would connect it, I think, to the first part. וינחם השם כי עשה את האדם.
Yeah, ונוח מצאכם בעיני השם. Vanoach. It's with a vav.
Right. What would it say? What does it say?
The pasuk's with a vav. Vanoach matzachem be'enei Hashem. But Noach found grace in the eyes of Hashem, even though no one else there was. It's a miyat. It's ach is a miyat, losh a miyat.
But the vav is connects. If it didn't say, but it doesn't say Noah. It says V'noach Masahim ben Hashem.
That's the Nakuda on Matzachain. Why did he have chain? Because he's connected to such a door, and yet he still was connected to Hashem. That's his chain, that he has his own schusim, but it doesn't mean he's on the madrega of Moshe.
Okay, fine. No, it's nothing to do with Moshe. It has to do with the fact that there's a vav versus no vav. If there was no vav, he's saying if there was no vav, then he would be encompassed with where it says ki nihamti ki asitim. I regret making them.
Oh.
But the ve noach is apparently separating the two. But usually the vav includes the two and.
So in this
maybe
case,
no, that's what it says. We can't disregard the end of the pasuk. The pasuk says, and Noah. So if it didn't have the vav, you would assume that Noah was bad.
Yeah.
Was included.
So the only way he's not included is a vav, which is unusual because vav is usually a connection. Here it's a mir.
He's looking at the complete opposite, but it's good. It works.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Rabbi Abba Bar Kana Azel the Shitete Perek Kamad, and he holds by his shita. Why? Because what it says in the Gemara Avodah Zarah, what is it? Halila, right? Umasikatam the Sadiq she'eno gamur ne'evad im reshaim. That the Sadiq gamur is lost with the reshaim. V'ayin sham. Hold on.
Yeah, Bereshit Yud Ches.
Open it up.
We're getting there. All the guns ready.
Because he's explaining that Noah, who was not a Sadiq Gamur, Minadin, he should have been Ne'evad with everybody's generation. Ela Shematzahen, right? Why? Because he was considered like a Sadiq Gamur according to his own generation.
Right.
Like she says, Sadiq Tamim Maya.
Right.
So
right?
the pasuk is referring to of Bereshit is Avram. Where's the Chalila? I don't see it. Oh, Kaf Hey. Sorry, I made a mistake. Kaf Hey. Yeah, here we go. Chalila lecha masas kadava azel la'ami sadik im Rasha v'yisadik karasha chalila lach hashevet kol haaretz lo yaseh k'mishpat. So it's Parshat Vayera when it's talking about Sodom. It would be sacrilege to do such a thing, to bring death upon the righteous along with the wicked. So the righteous will be like the wicked. It would be sacrilege to... So Avraham Avinu is saying to Hashem, don't make the Siddiqim like the Rishoim. Khalila.
Right. Oh, I see.
We don't want to tzaddik. She'ein a gomo.
Is that if you're not a Sadiq Amur,
he should not be lost amongst with the Siddiqim like the time of the Mabul, so too with the time of Sodom. We don't want to tzaddik she'ein a gomo to get lost with the Rishoim.
Okay. יש רבותינו דורשים אותו לגנאי, there's some rabbis that hold לגנאי, לפי זה הרבי אבא התנה מכמאן דאמר בזוהר, שנוח חטא אשר לא התפלל. So Rabbi Abba is holding that if you're not
if you're not a tzaddik gomo, you could get lost in the generation, minadin.
Right. There's another reason. Even though he was Sadiq Amud, he was from the ones that says Ela Tolot Noah. דהיינו שלא היה רוצה להזדקק לפריה ורבייה כדי שלא להוליד רשעים. He held himself from פריה ורבייה, so he doesn't have to go for the shayim. Right? And so those are the two reasons. So I want you guys to review this because I gotta go. Baruch Adonai Olam Amen. Thank you for letting me steal.
That's it.
Amen.
Zach, we missed you.
Good work.
Come back safely. It's good news.
Yeah, sure we will.
So it's Torah 27 in the Zera Shimshon, making an addition here. Clarify, maybe it's in the Gemara Chagiga, but the core is the Gemara Khulin. Sechti Khulin. Kuf Lamed Tes. We put it in the below notes in Hebrew. It was 139 stuff, where it says that Moshe Rבינו, we learn out where he stated, where he put down in Parshat Bereshit, the beginning of the Bereshit, we already see his name. Become. So, slight correction, additional rather, and sharing more thoughts. Noah, we already have a good preparation now with Parshat Bereshit bringing us Parshat Noah. We should add Mechani. Mechani is the same oath as Noah. Down the idea that Noah came into the first message like Rבינו, Noah, he wasn't most nefesh, he wasn't willing to give up for himself. He like Rבינו, who was willing to delete himself from the Torah if Yisrael would be harmed. Whereas Noah saved himself and wasn't willing to give up himself completely to the generation like Moshe was willing to do. Not just for the generation, Yisrael, but just like all the generations, he was going to be deleted. Same oath. Masha. Okay, looking forward to more shorts at the Zera Shimshon.